basically a follow-up telling you guys what you guys think about the last Digimon game. Yes, folks, we are going to be doing more, but before I go any further, please like, subscribe, comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video that I did last in Digimon Time Stranger. Some of my favorite Digimon were shown to you guys. It took me forever and a half because there was conditions and requirements that I had to fulfill in order to get what I wanted. On top of the fact that I needed to get certain items, and a lot of these games have like requirements of items and or levels or whatever, and certain stats that I had to fulfill. And the worst part is I had to have a certain individual Digimon in order to get what I wanted. And it was difficult because certain Digimon didn't give me what I needed. It was annoying. It really was. But I got what I wanted, and there you go. And the coolest part was I got fusion evolutions. But apparently, they decided to go into their mega evolutions. And let's see if we can get there one of these days soon, hopefully. Before I go any further, guys, please do me a favor and like and subscribe. So which ones I preferred liking was definitely Lobomon and, of course, Agunimon. And, of course, their slight evolutions. The one I was kind of disappointed was Kendo Garurumon. Don't get me wrong, I loved the design. It was exactly what you think Kendo Garurumon looked like in the actual series, Frontier. Same thing with Agunimon. Agunimon, no notes, honestly. There was a note. And there are both certain attacks that they omitted, which would have been a lot cooler. For Kendo Garurumon, mind you, these are both attacks for their beast form. Kendo Garurumon, basically the dog version, he could have gone. There was an attack called Lupine Laser. I don't know. It might have been some. The names of these attacks in the game were obviously inspired by some kind of German name, maybe Nordic, because if I remember correctly, Beowulf was a Celtic legend. So I guess they were basing off the character from Nordic mythology. So I was kind of interested on that one. Second one, mind you, again, Lupine Laser is just basically like a howling blaster, but like concentrated. It looks so cool. But honestly, other than that, it was a sick move. I love the fact that it was the dashing star. That was actually kind of cool. I loved how he just used his wheels and just dashed at you. I'm like, okay, that's cool. For Burning Greymon, big muscly dude. No, I'm in the U.S. In the desert specifically, and if you know, you know. Anyway, so I was talking about also the Digimon Burning Greymon. Look them up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Burning Greymon. Awesome Digimon, one of my favorites. The one attack that I feel like they didn't put in, and it was kind of a missed opportunity, was an attack called Wildfire Tsunami. Basically, he's just erupting with pure flames. Like, I felt like that move should have been included, because it could have been a sweet AoE attack, like taking out everyone, but that's just my personal opinion. Oh, welcome to the den. Welcome to the den, DD Mega. Let's go. I'm gonna call you Mega. Let's leave it at that, because I'm not gonna call you the whole thing. That's too much of a mouthful. So I'm gonna call you Mega. D Mega. Let's do that. And thank you for checking out my videos. If you love my videos and my channel, do me a favor. Tell me what you guys think. Like and subscribe. It helps the channel. And I want your guys' comments to tell me what I can do better on this channel. And be constructive, not insulting, please. There's a big difference. Like I like this, but this could be better. That kind of thing, you know? I'm just saying, guys. Because there are people that think that they're insulting me helps. It doesn't. It makes me want to block you. Anyway, Maya, thank you very much for checking out my videos. Thank you very much. So, that was just only a part of what I was going to be talking about today. The more I'm going to be talking about is I've noticed a lot more. People are getting scared that they're going to be canceled. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I hate the concept is because people use it as a weapon, guys. It's not. I don't know how it really started. It just basically people just gave out opinions, and they canceled someone. You know who should be canceled? The cancelers. Those fuckers need to be freaking taken out. Not their opinions. That is. I'm not talking about them specifically. That in itself, I can wait. I mean, after all, vengeance is eternal. Anyway. Oh no, and fully agree, Maya. Fully agree. And honestly, it should be canceled. Cancel culture should be canceled. Because, wow, it's just an excuse to bully people, guys. It really is. I've seen so many of it. Like, so many people say, oh, I just got canceled because I said something. You know what the problem is? A lot of people either disagree with your opinion, or they think to themselves, well, I could do this and get away with it, and just it looks like I'm just canceling someone, but I'm just lording out the fact that I love telling people that my opinion matters more than theirs. And that's literally what cancel culture really is. I know, exactly. Fully agree, Maya. I fully agree. She basically says, God forbid people are different and have their own opinions. Oh, dear gods. No, I fully agree. Fully agree. Because, like, why would you... Let me ask you this, guys. If you have your favorite TV show, let's take, for instance, Pokemon. There's a lot of people that love Pokemon. Personally, I love it myself. And you ask someone, hey, what is your favorite Pokemon? What's your favorite... a lot of people ask 3 questions of Pokemon. 1, what's your favorite Pokemon? 2, what's your favorite region? And 3, what's your favorite, specific legendary or whatever? And a lot of times people are going to be like, oh, I love this guy. No, he sucks. Nah, cool. Nah. Yeah, true. I fucking agree, because honestly, normal is underrated. Overrated, sorry. It's overrated. Plus, my normal is people's cuckoo. And I love it, because it's just who I am. People think I'm a little quirky, a little crazy. I'm okay with that. I'm happy to be who I am. I am proud to be Kendor, the man with more than a few screws loose. I do it for fun, guys. I'm not exactly 100% crazy, because I am crazy, but I'm not. Let me make this very clear. I was talking to a friend of mine, right, the other day. And this is how crazy I know I am, because I was having this conversation, and it kind of hit me how nuts I can be. So let me ask you this. Have you guys ever seen the movie, or even heard of the movie, The Back Rooms? Or something like that. It was something like Back Room. So if I understood the concept correctly, it's a concept of... Really, it maybe... Oh, okay, fair enough. You do you, Dearlin. You do you. Anyway, so the reason I'm mentioning the back rooms is it's I feel like it's a interesting concept because they never really tapped into it until like I was to a game or a TV show. It was both called Persona. And the reason I'm mentioning it is because the concept of the whole series, mind you, there's like 5 games, but each game has the concept of dealing with your inner self, basically your inner tor- your inner like person, the dark side of you, basically. Even though it's not really dark, but you see where I'm going with this. The alternate you that everybody doesn't see. And in one of them, people get thrown into basically a back room, basically. It is literally just basically a back room. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Well, Maya's bro. Thumbs up, Maya's bro. From the Kandor Society. Or the Kandorians. But anyway, like I was saying, the concept that interested me was, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it was a series basically about dealing with society, but in the most supernatural kind of way. So basically, there was a big thing where it says in the very beginning of the game, it's like there is going to be a big reckoning, and you're not going to survive it unless we help. So, a being called Igor takes you to a place called the Velvet Room. Consider it kind of like the back room, but in a sense of it's not really the back room per se. It's just like the prelude to it. It's kind of like the check-in to the back room. And the back room, and this dimension, the back room, I would say, the other side is basically, and ironically, this is where I might actually play the game with you guys, but I won't be doing it for I'd say another week or so. If you guys want to see that game, hit me in the comments and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And it's definitely on my list. But anyway, so the back room that made me laugh was the part that made me interested in wanting to see this movie just to see the reference to this is there's a point in the movie apparently that a lady goes in there and apparently sees. I asked people, they never really gave me a yes or no. So I tell me if you've seen the movie. If there's a part in it where this lady just basically sees like an alternate version of themselves, like a dark version of themselves, and I'm assuming this dark version of themselves is basically putting out stuff. Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, like I said, apparently there's a part, I haven't seen it myself, but I want you guys that have seen it, tell me if I'm wrong. That apparently there's a part that this lady's alternate self, the dark side of themselves, basically tells them things that they don't want to hear, and then fully, how can I say, murks this lady. She basically murks herself, essentially. The dark side basically kills herself. And I'm like, damn. Well, here's the thing. In the series that I'm talking about, the Persona series, there's an actual version where the main character's sorry, it's plural because there's more than one. The main characters have to go into this like alternate reality, basically the back room of a which is weird because the only portal is the main character, because apparently he's the key to this place, and the portal itself is ironically any television, guys, any television that you can actually crawl into, kind of like the Ring. No kidding, guys. It's kind of like the Ring, but like in reverse, like where the main character just basically crawls into a TV, and you see the other side that is basically the back room. And the part that made me laugh, huh? The part that made me laugh was everybody that goes in there either gets or they need the main either pop them out or pop them in. And mind you, the main character obviously doesn't want to do that. But eventually, when they awaken to their ability, the persona, which by the way is why I'm putting out this concept. The persona basically is like I said, the dark side, the other side that people tend to keep to themselves. Now let me ask you this, guys: if you had a reaction like that, like if you were in a world where your innermost darkness basically had a form, would you survive it? That's my question, guys. Personally, I don't think so. And mind you, that's just me specifically. See, I have parts of me that I'm ashamed of. I'm very much ashamed of. There are thought processes that, yeah, I've expressed moderately. Mind you, I do stress the word moderately. There's a parts of me that I do not want to see the light of day. But this is the type of world where those exact feelings, those exact ideas, just them being me, I could not allow to persist into the world. Mind you, that would probably mean I would die right there, because that would give this entity strength. And again, this is exactly how the main characters gain their ability, is basically they had to face this side of themselves. They had to look at themselves straight in the beak and say, you are not me. And and of course the dark side is just laughing, going, ha 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 ha, now I am me. And then basically just warp into the most grotesque version of themselves. Like, imagine the worst version of yourself and twisted in a very monstrous, depraved kind of way. And mind you, a lot of these creatures, a lot of these transformations are very obscene, very, like, I've seen one girl that was supposed to be prim and proper warp into virtually like a streaker, practically. Mind you, that was her dark side. Because apparently her true self was basically, I want to be free. But the dark side of her was showing, I mean, she was basically showing not exactly indecency, just like she acted lewd. She didn't do anything specific that was inappropriate, just she acted in a certain way, and it was apparently one of the main characters, very improper. She couldn't handle that. She said, no, this cannot be me. I am not that kind of person. And of course, like I said, this monster just goes, oh, thank you for releasing me. And again, this series had moments where, mind you, if you ever get into it, I do recommend one little thing in caution. It does have points in the series where it involves things that are not. It references a lot of like traumas, guys. Things like self-harm and things like that. So if you guys have issues with that, I don't recommend it, because it will show you things that people actually deal with on a daily basis. Like, it is a slice of life, but in the most deepest, darkest part of life in general. So if you guys ever do want to get into that series, hell, even watch the series itself, just be forewarned, it is very dark. Mind you, there's a lot of fun stuff to it because, obviously it's an anime, but there's parts to it that makes you want to like vomit a little bit, in my personal opinion. Because I saw it, I was like, no. Me, I am shopping for my sanity, and apparently Walmart has everything but sanity. Howdy, howdy. Thank you for checking out my videos. I love you guys so much. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And check out the games that I'm recommending. 2 of the games, Persona. Mind you, there's a big line of those games. Just fair warning, very dark, very... If you have ever dealt with anybody that has ever gone through stuff like anything that is dark as far as human nature, that is, like gone through a lot of trauma, or like known someone that had attempted self-deletion, things like that. Things like that actually happened in the series. So I do give you a fair warning. Be very careful with that series, because if you are okay with it and you can handle it, that's awesome. Just remember, it is fictional, but at the same time, it does deal with all that. So just fair warning. The other one that would be a little lighter, I would recommend, is Digimon Time Stranger. Check that one out, and you'll enjoy it. And if you enjoyed the Digimon series in general, continuity, I recommend it. Don't worry, you will be confused. I promise you that. That is one thing I will recommend. I will tell you, you will be confused. There will be points in the game that you will be like, how does what the, you know what? Never mind. That is literally going to be your idea, your thought process. Anyway, thank you for checking out this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, playing one of the above mentioned games. Let's see. Hopefully. Take care, guys. This is your friendly neighborhood gamer Djinn, wishing you love, luck, happiness, and beating your inner demons. Take care, guys.